Hey guys, for those of you who don't know how to convert between units of measurement, I'm going to show you two methods today of how you can go about that. So we're going to use the metric unit of length as an example, and in length we have kilometers, meters, centimeters and millimeters typically. And we know that in 1 kilometer there are 1,000 meters, so 1,000 meters in 1 kilometer. And 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. So there are 100 centimeters in 1 meter. And if we go another metric unit down, we have 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeters. Okay, so we can use this information in any situation and apply it to get the correct converting value. So I'm going to show you guys an example. So just say we wanted to convert 820 centimeters to meters. How we go about that is we're going to set up a little multiplication table sum and find the answer. So we know we will have 120 centimeters and we want to find meters. So we always have to put our value over 1 in fraction and when multiplying fractions, and we have to put our centimeters on the bottom because these are going to cancel and we're going to be left with our meters, which is what we want. So if we look at our information that we already know, we've memorized and we've lived it, we understand it, we know that 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. So we can write that and we can put a little square around it. Okay, and all we actually have to do is put that information in our sum. So 1 meter coincides with meter, and centimeters coincides with centimeters. Okay, so we have our sum, and all we have to do is simplify it now. Okay, so these ones are going to cancel out because they go into one another. Our centimeters are going to cancel out. We're going to get rid of those because we don't need them. And we're going to be left with 820 meters over 100. Alright, 820 divided by 100, 8.2 meters. Okay, so that's one way you can go about that. And you can also go from centimeters to kilometers, or kilometers to centimeters, but you'll just have to do 2 steps in that process. Okay. So, second method. If we look at our information given here, there's actually a trend between these numbers, which I'll show you what I'm talking about in a second. But if we want to go from 10 millimeters to centimeters, we divide by 10. And always opposite of division, times by 10. But that also makes sense because 1 centimeter times 10 will give you 10 millimeters. Okay, so it actually goes up by another 10 for the next metric unit. So if we're dividing from centimeters to meters, we divide by 100. So to get from 100 to 1, we divide by 100. And then the opposite, of course, times by 10. And then our next metric unit goes up by another 10. So to get from 1,000 meters to 1 kilometer, we divide by 1,000. And to get from 1 kilometer to meters, we times by 1,000. Okay, so I'm sure you have all seen this before, and that's how they got this. So I'll just quickly write it up. This will be divided by 10. I was just making sure I didn't get it wrong. So then that will be divided by 100, and then that will be divided by 1,000. And then we just simply do the opposite. Okay, so I'm sure you have all seen this before. That is explained, hopefully. And you can use either method, whatever one is easiest for you. So if you get into a test, you can just straight away put that at the top of your page because you know that. Or if you want to use this method, which just requires you to remember this, and that's the basic understanding that 1 kilometer is 1,000 meters, 1 meter is 100 centimeters, and 1 centimeter is 10 millimeters. All right. Peace out.